Huh, you call that a building?
It's my art project. I'm an artist, you see.
Really? So am I, and I could come up with anything much more magnificent than you could possibly imagine. I challenge you to a contest.
Sounds like fun. Alright, may the best builder win.
It'll be anything but fun for you.
Hello, this is Carbot, and I'll be taking a look at Hello Carbot, Duke, and Cran from Sonokong. They were first released in January of 2017, and their retail prices are about 29,000 Korean won each. Although they are sold separately, I'll be taking a look at both of them since they are basically mirrors of each other, and thus very similar. Here are their box dimensions, and here are their bios. So Duke here is this nice green excavator with yellow highlights. So for an excavator or power shovel, he has a rather short arm, but it's still okay. And on the front he has this plow here, and some nice caterpillar treads. Due to transformation, and his cabin can turn 360 degrees. And he has an articulated digger arm at 3 points. Okay, these holes here for connecting the treads and folding them are slightly smaller than 5 millimeters. So if you want to attach accessories, you can put it in, but not all the way, for accessories with holes. Okay, but they'll just hang loosely for the back holes here. Okay, now for Cran. So Cran is this iron fairy crane with a short wheelbase, and on the front you can see there it has these red lights, and this is as much articulation as will go for the crane. One nitpick I have here is that the plastic here and here are not the same plastic as the rest of the shiny yellow, so there's a bit of a color discrepancy, so like lighter yellow among darker yellow. A little bit of an eyesore. Okay, now for size comparisons. So here's Duke with Beast War 2nd Auto Crusher, and Cran with Beast War 2nd Auto Stinger. Combiner Wars Scavenger. And Combiner Wars Hook. Then Generations Scoop. And as you can see, there are a good size between a Deluxe and Voyager size transformer. Okay, now let's go into transformation. So they are basically almost identical except for the mirrors here. So first you just fold out these, and then fold out the knees, put down the feet, and as you do, they'll split. It's the same for Cran. And now you have a Gerwalk excavator in crane mode. Okay. Then you fold the back part out, fold this down, pull out the arm. Be sure to turn the shoulder for Duke here. Turn this 180, pull out the head, and then put it in the slot here. Do the same for Cran, except you don't have to turn the shoulder. Then slot into the head, fold this out and down, then pull out the arm. Now you have Duke and Cran in robot mode. Okay, let's first look at Duke. For his head sculpt, it is a nice classic nose and mouth robot face. But in the cartoon, the mouth doesn't move. And as for his helmet head, it is rather nice and curved. That's similarly curved to his excavator digger arm. And on the back you can see there's the molded Hello Carbot symbol. And he has asymmetrical arms and silver and yellow details here. And the lower legs on both of these make them look quite baggy. As for articulation, he has a full 360 head swivel, and then full swivel here at the arm. And only for Duke, he has a bicep swivel for this digger arm, all because of transformation, along with these extra points of articulation. His ball socket shoulder is somewhat limited. His elbow can only go out that much due to the square ends here. And it looks like his hand would fit a 5mm hole if they had bothered to give him one, but alas he doesn't. And no bicep swivel. And no thigh swivel either. And limited hip side-to-side articulation. Okay, he can bend all the way that much due to transformation. His leg can go out that much. And it can't quite go back due to this part, except if you do it at this angle. And it can't do the splits well either due to this piece that is screwed. And he does have 360 waist articulation. And some forward transformation foot articulation. That looks a little awkward for Duke because it's high up. Now let's look at Cran. So for his head sculpt, he has red eyes and a white painted face and horns that look similar to Bumblebee. And you can see his shoulders and some red details with white tipped boots. And as I mentioned earlier, there's a quite bit of a color discrepancy between two different kinds of yellow plastic here, as you can see in the arms and shoulders and also waist piece. And here. So Duke also has two different kinds of green plastic, but it's much less noticeable because the green is a darker color. So Cran has pretty much the same articulation points as Duke, except for the crane arm, which doesn't have a bicep swivel. So his crane arm has this many points of articulation, and he can loosely hold 5mm accessories in his arm. And for both of them, if you want, you can fold this back and for a cleaner look. And both of them don't exactly have rear heels, so they can easily fall over. Now for size comparisons. Here's Generations G2 Jazz. There they go. Beast Wars 2nd Auto Crusher and Auto Stinger. And Combiner Wars Scavenger and Hook. Yes, as you can see, Duke and Cran are a good, tall, deluxe-sized Transformer. So would I recommend these two? On the one hand, it is nice to see some smaller, deluxe-sized Hello Carbots in a line that mostly consists of large cars. But on the other hand, these are rather pricey for deluxe-sized robots with limited articulation, at $30 or more outside of Korea. Although domestically, these would be slightly cheaper than imported Transformers Deluxes that retail for about 38,000 Korean won. And I think these could also be some nice generics or crowd fillers for a Transformers collection. So that's it for this review. Tell me what you think in the comments, and let me know what you would like for me to review, and be sure to like and subscribe.